So, mrmark262 voted down on one of my videos, but it's very strange why. It was about KJV onlyism, where I show that it's not clear. It's not readily available for anybody who wants to pick it up, especially the undereducated. He tells me not to smoke. That's why I had to smoke during that. I already put it out. Which, if you tell me not to smoke, I'm just gonna smoke. But he not I have over 500 videos, so some of the videos not that many views are on there, and I can tell what's up. And he said, dude, stop smoking cigarettes or stop the cancer sticks or something like that, as if cigarettes are a primary cause for cancer. I'll get into that later, not in this video. But the video only shows me pointing out to a King James onlyist who said we were in discussion on the comment section, and they never responded back after I sent them, because I asked them. I said, well, what is vigorous, or what is lively, what is occupy, what did I say? What is lusty, what is occupy, and I forget the other ones, mean. And I asked them that, and they responded with all modern ideas of the words. Occupy means to be in a place. And suffer. I also asked them this. Suffer means to be in pain. Lusty means to lust after or sexually desire. And I responded. I said, no. Lusty means lively or vigorous. Suffer means to allow or to have patience. And occupy, they said, well, means to be in a certain area or to occupy a space. Occupy actually means to work. These words changed over time. I believe King James, 400 years ago. No, yeah, 400 years ago to the date, 1611, 400 years ago. And I clearly showed that it's not, you can't just pick it up and read it if you're undereducated, or even if you speak the language today, because this was a fairly intelligent person, and they had no idea what these words meant. So Jesus saying, "Suffer unto me, all little children," he's making little children suffer, and I actually heard somebody kind of be preaching on that. If Christ even asked the children to suffer, and this is and I was like, whoa, wow, you really didn't know. I mean, they don't know that form of English, and that's what I did. I'm not against the King James in any way, shape, or form. It's a great piece of literature, and actually, if you're going to go in depth in English literature, you need to read it, especially if you're going to understand Shakespeare or Milton to any capacity. It's a necessary thing, and it's a very beautiful language. In fact, the form of the Lord's Prayer in the 23rd Psalm are straight out of the King James. Even when they're in modern translations, they use the King James because people are so familiar with it. Psalm 100, shout a shout a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye nations. That one, very beautiful. But there's no need to bully people or be an elitist saying you need the King James only and this and that. The one that I like best is telling people not to go back to the original Greek, Hebrew, and Aramaic. But no, the video didn't take a side on anything. I was just demonstrating that you can't that these words changed. Well, somebody voted it down, and it's very strange. Is that what Christians do? If they see the truth and they don't like it, or they don't like the truth being shown, because people could then take that and have their own belief and decide, so they're going to vote it down. If somebody came around criticizing the wrongs of the ethnic cult that exists in the Orthodox Church and the toll houses, I would pray if they, even if they were an atheist or fundamentalist, I would say, damn straight, this is good, finally. You know, even if it was somebody outside, or if um, a Jehovah's Witness was saying honest things about the Bible, or even a Muslim or a Jew, or I would say, okay, you know, all right, I might not vote on it, I might not vote a thumbs up, and I'm not going to vote it down because they're saying something honest. Uh, even when I was fooled by the Mithra stuff, when I was time that I was a Christian, and people would say, "Oh, Mithra, the date for was the date for Christmas, and he was born of a virgin." I would have no problem voting that up. Now I know better. I know that's not where we get the date for Christmas, and Mithraism actually came Mithraism, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways, Mithraism or Mithraism. Um, came after Jesus, Jesus' uh, birth and death. But is that petty? Isn't that petty to do? A man who is offended that people go back to the, not only discourages going back to the original language. He even gives a an example where, you know, somebody says, well, in the Greek, and you go, no, 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 what does it say in the King James? Well, the King James is incorrect in some places. In fact, Galatians uh, is indecipherable. In fact, it was many people say it was translated to be gibberish. It is in certain parts to stop people because there was a group called the Ranters going around in England at the time to put a stop to that, to say, whoa, wait a minute, you can't. They're going to take this, and this is going to uh, fuel the fire for them. And in fact, the King James translation was translated with a lot of that in mind of, well, this might support these people and this might support them. And they did make compromises, especially with the Quakers. The Quaker point of view. They said, "Whoa, wait, let's take out these books that were always in the Bible." So um, I sent him a response video to a video that he responded to me. I thanked him. I said, "Thank you for taking the time to make a response video." Um, but I don't know. Maybe there's something not thought out in him or in his videos, but it seems odd that somebody would be against going back. I mean, you kind of already lost the argument. You know yourself that you're wrong in doing that, of discouraging people to go back to the actual words that the apostles wrote in Greek. No, I don't. How do you know? And then he relies on Gail Riplinger. Was G.A. Riplinger, and holds up one of her books. Oh my god! I don't want to be too harsh on this guy because you can see the ignorance in him. And it's ignorance. I don't want to say stupidity. I'm not going to go that far with him. He truly doesn't know. It's ignorance, and people shouldn't be offended by that word. It's not an insult in any way to call somebody ignorant. Say I mean, I'm ignorant of a lot of things. Hell, trigonometry. I'm totally ignorant of that. I mean, not ignorant in that I don't know what's out there, but ignorant that I don't know the substance to it and couldn't demonstrate it. But he seems to be very ignorant in the area of the Bible. And it is very stupid to make videos about things that you're extremely ignorant of, just like how I demonstrated with the other guy that tried to say that Nicaea was about the Trinity and the Marcionites and the canon of the Bible. There's no such thing. Wonder how he feels about the Council of Nicaea, because King James actually translates words in light of the Council of Nicaea and says, well, we're not going to translate it correctly. We're going to translate it out the Council of Nicaea says. They were right for doing that. They're the church. They can do that. But even the King James translators read the note that they left the people. I mean, he's reading an edited version of the King James. You used 1611. I mean, I don't know. It's a very strange thing. What do you guys think of that? Peace to you, and yeah, check this guy out, Mr. Mark 262. But then again, a lot of the people on jail, folks I know, you don't like arguing with King James onlyists or even being around them or anything, and I know why. I mean, they do get irrational, and then they start screaming and calling people names and damning people to hell, which is not a good thing. There is a nice guy on here though, what's his name, Mark Gibbons on here. He's these kind of like nice, soft videos and messaging me things, trying to get me to believe in original sin. It's not going to happen. Nice guy, but I'm for the free exchange of ideas, and I'm not going to put somebody's ideas down just because they're correct, and I don't like the fact that they're correct. But apparently this Mr. Mark262 does. I don't know. We'll see how this goes out. If he actually I posted his video as a response. Hopefully he'll post mine up. See how the dialogue goes from there. Hopefully it'll be fruitful. But I am King James onlyist. I'm not going to hold my breath. Peace to you.